Alright, this is gonna be the setting. Last video that I need to film for this month. Here we go. We're in all of Europe. So now you see why I did the Oceania. We're in all of Europe, plus the little bit of Africa and the Middle East. So as usual, when we have it on a map, we start in Roma. I'm learning Italian on Duolingo. I think I'm doing pretty good. It's not very helpful, but whatever. So we're just going to expand here in Rome. They get a nice little thing here. And we're just going to get straight to the label. Inside it is going to be a major city, the Vatican. I really should have done that in the other way. I will. And since there's only one thing on the map, we start with Rome, obviously, and we continue. They're just going to keep expanding up this Italian coast, and they're going to go down, just so I have something in case there's a split. Rome is going to keep going. Now we have, what's it called? Naples, just in case. And now we have Reggio Calabria. Oh, I actually did call them Roma. I swear I called them Rome. Okay, whatever. They're gonna have a small... Am I a fucking genius or am I a fucking genius? Like, we're gonna have Calabria as usual. And they're gonna get as much as they can down here. Now I will add the capital of... And where's Naples exactly? Naples is about... Any other major city here I should care about? Nah. Rome is gonna just continue their expansion. And then we go down to Calabria, who will complete the boot. Why not? They're just gonna get that, and then they're gonna go into Sicily. Rome is gonna go up and get that. We need a new nation. No, okay, we're gonna found a religion. We're gonna call it Roman mythology. Because I don't care to search up what it actually was called. Calabria. Oh, they don't want to be part of Rome. They want to be their own thing. Interesting. Got it, got it. Rome will mediumly expand. Rome will smallly expand. Let me guess, Rome? No, Calabria. They're going to adopt a religion. They don't want to be called Roman, but they want to follow Roman mythology. Interesting. Calabria will start taking over Sicily. And I will put some cities there in a moment. They take over Malta. And they start going down into Tunisia. Now let's go put some cities down here. Alright, we have some major cities added into Calabria. I'm sure they have something in Bari, though. Or I'm sure they do have Bari, is what I was trying to say. No, Bari is much higher. So we'll just leave it. Alright. Calabria will start, or keep expanding into Tunisia, which probably allows me to be able to put Tunis. I can put Tunis. Real ones know why that's there. You see how much better the map looks when you're allowed to do this? Like here, Rome's lacking. I'm gonna add something to Rome. Firenze, the greatest setting of an Assassin's Creed game. Fight me. Yeah, see, look at that. Do you see how much better the map looks when you're able to add stuff like that? That's such a little addition, but it helps so much. Now, Rome will continue expanding. Not much, but it's honest work. What are you called again? Calabria will continue expanding in Tunisia, getting down to the world border. Imagine it like the Minecraft lines. Calabria, no, I will go down to Calabria and pick them. Oh, okay, no, it's still gonna be Rome anyway. Cool. That was my bad. They're gonna be up anyway. Yep, see, look at that. They're gonna adopt a religion, seeing as there's only one religion in the game. Calabria will mediumly expand. They will continue expanding this border. Rome will mediumly expand. It will start going down here, which means that we can add as well. What is it called? It's just called San Marino. Alright, and that will be a major city, because why not? Why not have it be a major city? Oh no, they're gonna have a split. What even do I split? I mean, I guess I can do this. We're gonna have Florence split. And they're gonna take San Marino with them. And, yeah, I could give them Pisa, but I'm gonna give them this instead. So now, give me a moment. And guess what? That does invoke the wrath of the Romans, because, I mean, they can't really expand north anymore. But, you know, they're gonna found a religion. So Jesus came, and Catholic, what? Catholic. they become Catholic. So, I mean, Jesus came even though Jerusalem isn't a thing. Actually, it could be. It's not on the map. So it could be. Calabria is gonna... you know what? They just follow in Father's footsteps. They become Catholic, too. Florence, do you do it, too? No. They're like, you might follow in Father's footsteps. We want to get as far away as possible from Father's footsteps. And matter of fact, this will be the wage of war. Oh, you know, we need to number these. And we're going to call this the first, just in case. So Florence declares independence, starting the First Roman-Florentine War. And we're going to have another marker here. Look at that. Florence takes over San Marino from Roman control. And, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Actually, we could even put a marker here. Florence cuts off the north from Roman expansion. I'm only going to do this for war. Like, I could have done it, like, you know, every time something gains independence and diverges their origin. Oh, actually, speaking of diverging origin. Diverges their origin in protest of the Romans. So we have 4 notes in this war. So we'll see how this goes. Calabria. But yeah, that's only going to be for war, these little notes, not for just random stuff like splitting and origin diverging when it doesn't lead to a war. But yeah, they'll just continue expanding in Tunisia. Do they have any more cities that they can put down? Oh, they definitely do. They got his facts. Florence will smallly expand, charging towards Pisa and taking it over. Florence takes over Pisa from Roman control. Calabria is going to be up, and guess what? Calabria is going to join in the war on the side of Florence to try to put down the big bad Romans, and they're going to take over Naples. Look at that. Calabria enters the First Roman-Florentine War on the side of Florence, and Calabria takes over Naples from Roman control. I mean, you know, that's a pretty good war so far. Pretty good storyline. Florence will smallly expand. Why is the brush small? They're going to start going down, pushing into Rome. Calabria will squeeze them from the south as well at the same time. I mean, Rome gotta surrender. But they will mediumly expand. They will push back the Florentines. They will push back the Calabrians. And Rome is going to continue going forward. They're going to get to Pisa and take it back over. Is that even how you spell Florentine? We're going to pretend like it is. Rome regains control over Pisa from the Florentines. Florence is going to gain it right back and push right back down into northern Rome. Florence regains control of Pisa from the Romans, and Rome is going to largely expand. In the meantime, they push down towards Naples. They're going to push back up towards Pisa. They're going to push down towards Naples. I mean, Rome is fighting valiantly against 2 people. Rome is going to smallly expand. They're going to storm towards Naples. Oh, I thought they had a lot more. Florence is going to try to union with Rome. They're going to say no, though. I could let them union with Calabria, but Calabria is too big for that to make sense. Florence is back up to new nation. We're gonna go far away from this little area here. All right, we're gonna go far away because I don't want it to just be that area like the Britain one. So what do we do? You know what I need? Athens. I know this is not that far away, but shut the fuck up. Athens. Oh, that blends in with the water. I'm going to change that. We got Athens and Corinth. And now we're back to Florence. They're going to keep pushing down into the Romans. And Florence is going to get another small expansion. They're going to keep pushing. And Athens is just going to get a new leader. And then we get Calabria, who's going to make a small expansion, saving their very big stronghold of Naples. And due to this, so would you look at that? The Romans surrendered. I'll put this here to signify, even though that's not where it started, I'm just putting it there just to have that symbol down. Would you look at how nice this area looks? This looks like a battle map, like a bunch of check marks, checkpoints, and all this. And yeah, I mean, the Romans got decimated there. They really just got decimated. In Rome, they're just gonna act like nothing happened and go back to expanding. They need to make an empire somehow. You know what I mean? They're gonna sail all the way to Sardinia and hope to start a new life there, I guess. Oh, they're gonna keep going. No, they're gonna adopt a religion. You know, they're like, we became Catholic and it didn't really work that well. That we're gonna, you know, this is also a condition of the war. You know, we'll make another check mark or bookmark. What did we leave off on? We left off on 9. Condition of surrender made the Romans change religion back to Roman mythology. Like, that looks so nice. That's a pretty nice map of, like, battle. I did press random, by the way. Okay, cool. We got Corinth. Or Athens, sorry. Oh, no, we could get Corinth. So I guess we do get just Corinth. And they're gonna get as much as they can right here. And you know what? Just to have more markers placed down, Corinth declares independence, starting the First Athenite-Corinthian War. So, you know, that's interesting, ain't it? Florence. Ooh, small split. You know, I could start another war from this, but I won't. We're gonna get Piombino, who will be just like an autonomous region almost. They get these 3 pixels. They're just gonna like be a micronation. So whenever I see them, I have to skip them like this. Roma. They will continue taking over Sardinia, start a new life over here. Surely they have the capital of Sardinia by now. Like, look how much, like, it does look overwhelming, but it's nice. I think it looks cool that you can have this many labels. Before, you had to get this many labels, you had to go through so many turns to even get these castles, right? Or you just like manipulate the settings and it would still take a while to put that many castles down. No, 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 no! You know, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, watch. Okay, surely. Oh, because this label's here, I can't. Okay, we're just gonna treat this as one nation. Alright? We're just gonna treat this like one. Athens did just draw a card for Athens, by the way. No, don't tell me it's broken. No, it's broken. Okay, we'll go back to Athens. And... okay, all that for a new leader. You know what? I can use that. Number 2, Athens leader was assassinated. No. Okay, Florence. New leader. Sick. Corinth. Small expansion. They're gonna get southern Athens. And they're gonna start pushing into north. And they're doing a pretty good job taking advantage of the power struggle that's going on in Athens. Creating a power struggle. Florence will... you know what? Can I click on Piombino? Yeah, you can unite with them. But I will keep them on Piombino. Because, you know, why not, right? Roma, new leader. Cool. Calabria, large expansion. They will take over what the Romans can't in here. And that means they can get Bari. And then they will go back to their Tunisian expansion. So where's Bari? Calabria is going to have a new leader. Calabria will found a religion. They're Catholic already. Because they're in Tunisia, they will follow Islam. I should put... what's Tunisia's religion? It's Sunni Islam. So now they're following Sunni Islam. They're following Roman mythology. They have nothing. Athens. Yeah, power struggle, right? Power struggle for sure. Rome will, you know, they gotta keep honoring the deal. Come on. Corinth will mediumly expand. I'll let them take over like this. And then we're just gonna say that Athens surrenders. Athens surrenders after a crippling power struggle. And we mark the entire war with this right here, because why not? First Athenite Corinthian War. Yeah, that was a ass whooping and a half. Athens. Oh, now you want to get a large expansion, right? So they'll just go down to Crete in exile, basically. They're gonna get Rhodes. They're gonna start getting some Turkish areas. They're gonna go back for these islands. They're gonna get these islands right here, and then they're gonna go back here. I mean, they're recovering somewhat. Corinth will take over the rest of this, and they will start going north. Who would have thought that Corinth would have been the big power here? You can't even see their capital anymore because the fucking note is over it. I'm not gonna change it. Corinth will continue to expand. Athens will adopt a religion, I guess. I mean, the closest thing is Sunni Islam. I guess they follow Sunni Islam. Athens gets a new leader. What happened there? Florence will largely expand. They are gonna do this. Surely they have a new city. Sorry, I just find it so fun to add the labels. I wouldn't say this is a major city, but we're gonna call it a major city. Genoa. Athens. Oh, they don't want to be... So they follow Sunni Islam. Their leader dies, and then they're like, nah, we want to be Hellenistic. Calabria will smallly expand, starting to get into Algeria instead of Tunisia. Corinth, new nation finally. We've done Lisbon before. We should do a new nation that we don't have. Riga. We've already had like so many things down there. So that I should really just start doing new stuff, because we have a whole new area here. Might as well fucking use it, right? I mean, it's the entirety of Europe. I really should use this. This video's almost over and it's a one video special. Because the next month is going to have a series that is going to be interesting, hopefully. Hopefully. Corinth is going to keep expanding north. You know, the only reason I know Corinth exists is because of the Bible. I don't even know what happens in Corinth anymore. Probably not much, right? Comment down below if you're from Corinth. Patras. Greek people, how is that pronunciation? Athens is going to keep expanding into Turkey. Some Greeks dream, you know, I might say. Calabria is going to ask for a union with absolutely nobody. Rome is going to have another small split. This is just going to be a peaceful split, if anything. Because Cagliari, stupid as, is gonna... It's gonna be peaceful, but they're gonna take over that little bit of Roman territory if I can give it to them. And we're gonna pretend like they had it the whole time. Corinth, new leader, okay. Riga, small split. Fuck you, got it. There's literally nothing here to give them. Amu is here. That's all they get. Rome is gonna found a religion. They're gonna break the condition of surrender, which could ignite the second Roman Florentine War, and they're gonna bring back Catholicism. Surely that won't go bad. Actually, since they still have the story, I'm gonna storyline this. So we're just gonna put, we could put it here, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna hold off on that. But the Roman Florentine War has reignited the second one, and Rome is at a huge disadvantage, that's for sure. Riga will continue taking over more territory. Florence is gonna largely expand, taking more of northern Rome. I really do wish, though, for when it says found a religion, you can just say no. You know what I mean? Like, you can say no to adopting a religion, because you just adopt the same religion it had. But you can't say no to founding a religion, and I wish you could. In the same way that I also wish you can say no to a new nation, because sometimes you just don't want a new nation, you know what I mean? Riga will continue to expand, now having hopefully more options if it ever splits. Rome, we'll say that they surrendered immediately. Surrender of the Romans in the Second Florentine War, Roman-Florentine War, and condition of surrender makes Roman change the religion back to Roman mythology from Catholic. So, you know, I really should have put this here and this here, but they can stay right there. And Rome will mediumly expand. They're going to take over Corsica and hope this goes even better. Or at least the tiniest bit better. They're going to start colonizing Spain's islands too. Cagliari, they don't want to be Catholic anymore. They want to be Protestant. Cagliari, they do have the Roman city of Caesarea. You know, Rome can keep that little thing. We're not actually going to give it to them because plot purpose. But now, you know what? That's all they want for now. Florence, ooh, a small split from Florence. I could work with this. Genoa independence causes the First Florentine-Genovese War. And if you've noticed, from every single time I've said something, Athenite, Roman, you know what I mean? Wait, where is it? Roman, right here, right? Every single time I start a war, the first thing that I put always loses. So we will see how this goes. I could put forts all along this border, but I won't. Florence, ooh, Florence's leader dies. we could use that. Florence has their leader assassinated by a Roman spy as Rome joins in the First Florentine-Genovese War on the side of Genoa. There's a lot of things happening in this one fucking area that you can't read, but whatever. Corinth is just gonna chill. I mean, you know what I mean? I think that's Thessalonica. Look at that, they got another city. And Riga is just gonna chill, you know what I mean? They had that split, and that country hasn't popped up once, but Riga's chilling. Oh, speak of the devil. Pamu is expanding. We're just gonna pretend like they didn't steal that land. Pamu's also gonna just keep expanding. Surely they have Tallinn. Cagliari is gonna found a religion. Didn't you just become Protestant? And because of that, and because you're the only Protestant on the fucking face of the planet, you stay Protestant. Riga is gonna mediumly expand. They're also gonna be able to get this back, and we're gonna pretend like they never lost it. And look at that, they're getting a little bit of a Latvian border, plus a little of Estonia. Cagliari... They really don't want to be Protestant. Protestant. We'll see if they stay. Genoa is gonna union with nobody, because that makes no sense. What a waste of a turn. Rome is gonna start invading. Rome seizes control of Piombino. Genoa will have a small split. Are you serious? Florentine-backed Savona gains independence. Rome will adopt a religion. And you know what? They really don't want to be Roman mythology. So they want to become... I guess it makes sense for them to be Protestant. They don't have really any issue with Cagliari. Cagliari never invaded them. Rome changes their religion to Protestant, breaking the condition of surrender again. Not like it matters though when they're in a war. The last few turns here, Florence is going to smallly expand. They could get Piombino back. And matter of fact, they will. They just love it so damn much. So they take Piombino back and start pushing more into Genoa. Almost getting to the city. Florence gains back control of Piombino from the Romans. Corinth is going to adopt the Hellenistic religion. We might have hated each other, but you have a pretty cool religion, and I'm going to follow it too. Riga is going to have a new leader. Good turn, huh? Calabria is going to largely expand. And guess what? They still like Florence. So they're going to join the war and start invading the Romans from the south. And they could take over Rome, but I'm just going to, like, plot purpose and do that. Calabria joins in the First Florentine-Genovese War, invading Rome. And last turn is going to be Calabria, who will union with... you know, they're going to annex Cagliari. Calabria annexes Cagliari. And that's going to be the end of the video. I mean, look at the amount of markers. Jesus Christ. And I accidentally clicked Calabria, but the video's over, so I don't care. So, here's what we did. We had the first Athenite-Corinthian War, which is Corinth won. We had two Roman-Florentine Wars, which Florence won both times very easily and quickly the second time. We're currently in the middle of the first Florentine-Genovese War, and that's just an all-out war. And it looks like Florence is winning. I mean, Rome is on death's door, Genoa's on death's door, and yeah, Riga and Pamu is just chilling up there. I'll see you guys next month for these videos where we start a new series, and let's hope that goes well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Zayna, peace out. See you guys.